Watch you guys, don't shut down your computer because of a problem. In this video, I'm going to be telling you and showing you about shutting down your PC doesn't actually mean that you're shutting down your computer. Restarting your computer will actually clear any sort of system state files on your system. So basically, when you shut down your PC, the kernel session is not closed, but it is hibernated. Fast startup allows the system to start up really quick. So basically what's happening is all the information like your drivers and other important system information is stored in a hibernate file, which is called hiberfil.sys. And this is a system file that is stored on your disk instead of closing it down. And this means that when you shut down your computer, this file is being created, which stores all your device drivers and also your system information. And this feature is called fast startup on your PC. Now, the problem is when you get error codes like this one here, these are generally related to your drivers or some other system problem that you may be having. And when you restart your PC, these are all cleared. So this basically clears all the kernel session and basically will clear all of this information. Now, if you shut down your PC and then just turn it on, you can end up with a system failure or another blue screen or another issue with your computer. And that's because the information was stored and all you've done is just turn the PC back on and it's using the same information. And you can end up with the same problem happening over and over until you restart the PC. Now, I'll show you how to resolve this after today's video sponsor. If you're looking for a cheap Windows 10 Pro or cheap Windows 11 Pro OEM key, click on this one and then you can see we'll hit the Buy Now page, hit the Buy Now button, put in my promo code capital B, capital R 09 and apply this to your order to get a juicy discount. Once you click Apply, it will be reduced down to $16.41. Submit your order and then activate your version of Windows 10 or Windows 11 Pro. So let's take a look at how we can resolve the issue with fast startup causing a problem. And first off, and this is why IT technicians will say, have you tried restarting your computer? Because it will clear all of the information that is stored on that computer, which could, fix the issue. Now, the solution would be to disable the fast startup. But if you don't want to do that, you can hold the Shift key down and hit shutdown. And what this will do is this will clear any information that is stored in the kernel and any information that is stored in the hybrid sleep mode, which is your fast startup. Now, you're not physically turning it off. You're actually just forcing it to shut down and clearing that information, the cache files that are stored in there. Now, if you do want to turn it off, you can go to Hardware and Security and Control Panel here. Click on this one, and this will open up this window here. Then click on this here that says change what the power buttons do. You can click on that option right there. And when you click on this, it will open up another window. And you'll see here, this PC doesn't have fast startup. Now, some computers don't come with fast startup, and that's okay. But if you do have fast startup, you can click on the change settings that are currently unavailable. And then you can click on here and change your fast startup. Let me just show you what it looks like with fast startup in that list there, if your computer does support it. So basically, you need to go through the same process, click Control Panel, and this will open up the Control Panel window. Then go to Hardware and Support in the Category section. Then click on Change What the Power button do. Click on here, and you'll see that the Turn on Fast Startup recommended is grayed out, but the check mark is already removed because I've removed it. If you do want to remove it, click on the Change Settings that are currently unavailable, and then you can remove the check mark from Turn on Fast Startup recommended. And this is why your PC boots up a lot quicker, because we have the Turn on Fast Startup recommended by default turned on our computer. So the hiberfil.sys file is acting like a hibernate situation where it's storing information in a file on your disk, and it's using memory and it takes it straight to your disk and stores it in there. So when you shut down the PC and then you power it back on, you don't actually lose any information. But with the advancements of technology nowadays, you don't really need to have fast startup on because your NVMe drives and your other drives are super fast anyway. So you probably won't see much of an impact by turning it off, if at all. Now, you can try it yourself. You can toggle it off and then shut down your PC and restart, and you'll probably see there's not much of a difference with it on or off. But the difference is that you're not going to have any sort of known issues on shutdown that causes blue screens and things like that, because it's not storing that information in that file. And then when you get problematic issues where you're shutting down, then the information could be stored in that file, and you're going to end up with some sort of issue where it keeps happening because you're shutting down and instead of restarting. So try restarting and see whether that resolves your issues. So if you are having issues shutting down and it's hanging and things like that, then maybe go into fast startup and then remove that check mark and then restart your PC. This is why you'll see a lot of tutorials saying do that, because what they want you to do is clear the hibernation file, which is the stored file with all the information in it, to see whether that clears up the problem. If you leave your PC on all the time and you're having these shutdown issues, then obviously you only shut down every so often. This problem can be lingering for a while. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for this video. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support. Have a lovely weekend, and I shall catch you in the next video. Bye for now.